ABC Sports Group.
We are coming to you from the city beautiful Chicago, Illinois, where this afternoon Comcast Sportsnet presents White Sox baseball. It's Paul Konerko, it's Adam Dunn, it's Alex Rios and A.J. Pierzynski in the Sox as they get set to butt heads with Evan Longoria and Joe Madden's Tampa Bay Rays. Hi, everybody, and welcome. I'm Ken Harrelson with Steve Stone as we get set to bring you the finale of this four-game set. As you know, they've taken two of the first three. We got beat yesterday 10-4. Now 2 games back of the Tigers, and this afternoon trying to maybe win 4 in a row, starting off with Quintana.
We certainly have to run the table, and Jose Quintana goes to the mound with a 6-5 record, his ERA in the 3.6 area. He doesn't have a record against Tampa Bay, and he's going to have one of his better ball games today. Now, when he's right, his control has been terrific. The last couple times out, the control has been spotty. He walked 5 against the Angels in 5 innings, and he won't be able to get away with that today. Because David Price goes to the mound for the Rays, and he's 19-5. His ERA 2.56. He leads the American League in earned run average, going after the Cy Young Award, trying to win his 20th game, trying to keep Tampa Bay in the race. And for us, we got to run the table. Not worry about Detroit. We'll see what happens. But first things first, we've got to beat them today.
All right, sit back, relax, and strap it down. White Sox baseball coming your way.
absolutely gorgeous for the regular season finale at the ballpark, and hopefully a successful one here today. So let's take a look at how it figures out. Pretty easy. Tigers 2 up. The AL East really gets complicated as the Yankees and Orioles in a dead tie. The Rays pretty much need a miracle to get in. In the wild card, the loser of the Yankees and the Orioles figures to get there. Oakland with a dramatic win yesterday in pretty good shape. The Angels have to play a doubleheader with the Texas Rangers today, and the Rays 3 games back in the wild card. Now for the Miller Time starting lineup. Joe Madden puts out his Rays today, and it's Desmond Jennings, then it's Upton, Zobrist, Longoria, Keppinger, Scott, Francisco, Roberts, and Jimenez catching and hitting 9. The defense, an outfield lineup behind Jose Quintana. Viciedo, Wise, and Rios. In the infield, Euclid, Ramirez, Beckham, and Konerko. A.J. Brzezinski with the nod behind the plate. And our Lexus Pursuing Perfection starting pitcher is Jose Quintana. Trying to make his record 7-5, his ERA, and even .360. This is 22nd start of the year, his 25th game overall. So with just an absolutely beautiful day to play and a must-win for both of these teams, I'll turn it over to my play-by-play partner, Ken Harrelson.
All right, Steve, thank you very much. And once again, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to White Sox baseball right here on Comcast Sportsnet. So happy you could join us for the final home game of the regular season in 2012. And the first pitch of the ball game to Desmond Jennings. Taken outside. Jennings comes in hitting at .237. 14 homers. He's driven in 47. But he can run. He's got 31 stolen bases and 33 attempts. The ball's hammered but foul. Tampa Bay hitting at .241. That's not good. But the team ERA is outstanding. It's .323. So it is definitely a pitching team. And they have committed a lot of errors, 113. So it is definitely a pitching team.
Well, the last in the league in defense, and usually pitching goes hand in hand with defense. But in the case of the Rays, their pitching has been overwhelming.
Seems like it is every year. As there's a strike and count 2-2. This is the seventh meeting, check that, 7th meeting of the year between these two clubs. In the first 6, we have won 4 of them.
Well, the last things you wanted to do was see Quintana have any control problems, and you don't want him going deep in counts.
That's trouble. That's trouble. Now he's going to turn it on, and he's going to go to third. Here's the throw. He's safe. So he goes full and gets burned. That's his 7th triple.
Jennings has tremendous speed, and he's got the play in front of him. So he gets a 3-2 fastball, splits the gap perfectly, and realizing that it's going to be a pretty tough play as Dwayne Wise had to pretty much turn himself in circles, even with the great arm of Ramirez. His speed just too much, and an ominous way to start this first inning.
Here's Upton, 1 for 12 in the series. And that is popped up right side. I don't know if anybody's going to be able to get there, and they won't.
The umpires for the game today: Tom Hallion, the crew chief behind the plate. Brian Honora is at first. Chad Fairchild at second. And Alfonso Marquez is at third.
So Upton, who's hitting at .244 with 26 homers and 75 knocked in. He also has 31 stolen bases. And that ball hit high and deep, and it is 2-0 Tampa Bay. That didn't take long.
Triple in the homer. And this team that was supposed to be a speed and pitching team has flexed its muscles in this series. It's been the long ball that has certainly helped the Rays here in our Ford home run replay. That was a curveball. Home run number 27. He's got 77 runs batted in, and he's in his free agent year.
Here's Zobrist, switch hitting shortstop. He is 4 for 11 in the series with a homer. On the season, hitting at .272, 19 homers and 73 knocked in. And there's the strike.
Zobrist never has a particularly high average. He's a very steady player, a good player, more power from the left side. But since moving into shortstop, he's actually been a great player for them.
2-2.
There you see the disparity. A better average hitter right-handed, much more power left-handed.
And he goes full again. This is not going to work. You're trying to take a 240 hitting ball club, and you start going 3-2 on them. All of a sudden, they're hitting 270, 280. Chops that one foul.
And now with 2 up, 2 in, you're getting to the real tough part of their order: Zobrist, Longoria, and Keppinger.
More pitches they see, the more dangerous they become.
Here comes Don Cooper. And this is one of those games where you win at all costs, and if your starter can't get it done, patience will not be Robin Ventura's long suit here early in this one.
Well, what we're seeing out there is a young man who we wouldn't be in the position we're in if it hadn't have been for Jose Quintana. He has been absolutely fantastic for us this year. Maybe the big story of the ball club, but we are looking at a tired young man.
There's no doubt he's been that way, because anytime a guy who has pinpoint control most of the year suddenly loses that control and falls behind all the hitters, and you know he's healthy, you know that his arm is just not quite as lively as it was, and that's to be expected. He's never been here before.
No, he's way past the limit of his innings pitched. But he has just been sensational. Longoria hitting at .283, 14 homers and 51 knocked in.
Well, a ground ball turned into 2 from a guy who's had some severe leg problems this year would be a pretty good idea, but the last 8 games, as you can see, Evan Longoria is starting to heat it up, because at his best, he's as good as anybody around.
And he falls behind him 2-0. Now we're going to have a little moving around down there in the pen.
They're going to start to get up and get ready.
All right, take it down, Royce. Back quickly 2 out.
There's the double play. Much needed. As Jose, and what characterized many of his performances, because he's not a real strikeout pitcher, is the fact that he has gotten the double play this year when he's needed it.
Here's Keppinger hitting at .331. He's 3 for 11 with a homer in the series.
Philip Humber loosening up in the pen, but now with 2 outs, a little more leisurely. Keppinger took it from a 1-0 to a 3-0 game in yesterday's game against Chris Sale.
Two balls and a strike. And the count 3-1 on him. And there's ball 4. So here's Luke Scott, the DH. 232, 14 homers, and 55 knocked in. And in the series, he's 4 for 8 with a homer. In lifetime against Kent Town, he is 1 for 1 with a homer.
Tampa Bay, regardless of what happens today, they know they've got the Orioles for 3 in Tampa Bay to win the season. That could be some showdown.
One and one to count. Baltimore leading Boston 4-0, bottom of the 3rd at Oriole Park. And there's the strike to make it 1-2.
Manny Machado, that good-looking 20-year-old that they brought to the big leagues and installed at third base, hit a go-ahead home run in the game yesterday. He's got a chance to be a special player.
Well, he's already been a special player because they would not be where they're at right now if they hadn't been Machado. And I mean, all I'm talking about, just not with the lumber, but with the leather as well. He gone. But they come up with a pair. We'll go to the bottom of the 1st, trailing 2-0.
Robin is going to put him out there today. Diaz is still suffering flu-like symptoms, so it's Wise, Euclid, and Dunn, with Konerko, Rios, and Pierzynski. Viciedo, Ramirez, and Gordon Beckham playing second and hitting ninth. The defense behind David Price. Jennings, Upton, and Francisco. In the infield, Longoria, Zobrist, Roberts, and Keppinger. Chris Jimenez behind the plate. And our Lexus pursuing perfection starting pitcher is David Price. Looking for win number 20, and this is 31st start. His ERA, a league-leading 256. 201 strikeouts in 204 innings. And Tom Hallion went over, had a conversation with Robin. Robin probably can't figure out why he was talking to him either.
And before we show you our picks to click you at home, select yours. T.Y. is hitting at 257, 8 homers. He's driven in 30. Takes first pitch strike. Sox hitting at 254 as a team with a 4.07 ERA. There's a shank. And it's going to fall. Boy, there is your poster child right there for the Ducksmore.
Good way to start it off for BMO Harris Bank pitch tracks. It's an inside fastball. Dwayne doesn't get a whole lot of it, but enough to ease it over the head of Zobrist.
So here's Uke. Uke 4 for 11 in the series and 8 for 24 against David Price. First pitch strike. Price, 27-year-old, 6'6", 220 pounds. And he's out of Nashville, Tennessee.
And Vanderbilt University, I believe. Last year, just 12 and 13. ERA 3.5. This year, one of the best in the league.
And that is chop foul for a 1-2 count. Adam Dunn on deck.
Pretty good changeup, and he kept that ball away from you. So we'll cut that slider inside to the right-handers. He throws 93, 94, and then he comes up with one of these. Not quite James Shields-like, but pretty close.
Count evens at 2.
In the American League, #1 in ERA. Second in wins. The whip, he's third. An opponent's batting average, 4th, but only 226. Pretty impressive. Weaver leads in that department. Weaver's already 120. It'll be a real interesting vote for Cy Young Award. Verlander certainly in the conversation. Felix Hernandez is in the conversation, but probably not going to be his year this year. The Price should be right there.
One out.
Another change, and this one out of the zone. But having established the inside slider on the last pitch, throws that changeup, gets it.
Yeah, I talked with a couple of Tampa Bay guys and said that's the pitch that's made the difference right there.
It's a good one.
You get a guy, a left-hander especially, who can throw in low to mid-90s, which he can do. He can pitch there. all of a sudden he's got a decent breaking ball, and you put that change into an equation. And it's like we always say, it's the worst 5 words you can tell a hitter. He's got a great changeup. There he goes. And got him. That's Fairchild.
Even though Zobrist took the throw in front of the bag, the throw was high, but he made a swipe tag and got the back part of Wise in the estimation of Fairchild before he hit the bag. Actually, a good throw by Jimenez. And we'll watch it one more time.
He got him.
He did get him. Good call.
Fairchild in good position, stayed right with it, and makes the right call. 0-2 the count to Adam. Adam 0 for 9 in the series, hitting at .205, 41 homers, 94 knocked in. And right now, let's check out our Farmers Insurance picks to click. Jim Angio, our director and the crew. They went with Alexei. Steve's going with AJ and Mark Zucker. And all the great folks here at Levy Brother Restaurants. We're going to go with Alex Rios. Three down, 2 strikeouts, and after 1, it is 2-0 Rays.
Forward to Miller time later in the game, brought to you by Miller Lite.
Lower third of the Ray order. Francisco, Roberts, and Jimenez. Francisco at .245, a couple of homers, 8 knocked in. Takes ball 1. And the count 2-0. There's the strike. Outfield, straight up. Wise, as usual, shallow in center. Gordon's got him. And Bacardi at the Park is now open for all football games. Reserve your table, a group, To watch football Thursday night through Monday night with great food and drink specials. There's free parking for all football games, including Bears home games. So check out McCartyAtThePark.com. Ryan Roberts is out.
This is exactly what Jose Quintana needed this inning, which was a low pitch, relatively quick 1-2-3 inning. And to accomplish that, he'll have to get by the man who hit his first home run of the year yesterday, Chris Jimenez.
Jimenez attended the University of Nevada, Reno. Says he is one of the most superstitious people on the planet. Which you'll find the majority of ball players are. 2-1 the count.
That was a break that would have made it 3-1 as he swung at a pitch well out of the zone. Having a pretty good September. And he's only played in 14 games, but they've been quality starts.
Those pitch didn't get it.
It's our BMO Harris Bank pitch tracks. And I'll show you one that could have been a touch low, could have gone either way. Went Jimenez's way.
I'll bet you we definitely lead the league in walking ninth place hitters.
Well, I know it has been particularly painful and an inordinate percentage of our leadoff walks that come back to score. Maybe league-wise, I think it's 45%, something along those lines, but it seems like it's 65 to 70% recently for our leadoff walks in an inning.
Jennings tripled into left center field, and now he singles to right.
Well, this is what Joe Madden said about Desmond Jennings, that he'll go along for 5, 6, 7 games and he'll just disappear and you have no idea exactly what happens with his stroke, and then all of a sudden the light will turn on for a week to 10 days and he hits everything in sight. Inside out swing. This one with a little spin on it. Wasn't hit awfully hard, just cutting away from Gordon Beckham. So what looked to be a real easy 1-2-3 inning has turned into anything but.
Upton with his 27th homer last inning. Takes ball one. Two balls and a strike with 2 out, 2 on here in the top of the second. 2-0 Tampa Bay. They're leaving the count. After the game, we board our charter, go on down to Cleveland. To be announced tomorrow for us against Corey Kluber for them. And as we speak, bottom of the second in Minnesota, no score, Tigers and the Twins. That's Sanchez on the bump for Detroit. So another full count.
Well, and what would be just an amazing turn of events? Toronto leading the Yankees 5-1 in Toronto. Baltimore leading Boston 5-1 in Baltimore. Baltimore could actually take the lead outright over the Yankees by a full game.
That ball hit into right field. That's a can of corn. And that'll retire the side. So another stressful inning, but they don't score, but they lead it 2-0.
Cellular Field, and it is Fan Appreciation Day here, but let me ask you, what do you appreciate about this White Sox team?
Just the fact that beginning of the season, you know, they were expected to finish so bad, you know, with everything coming in, and the fact that it's just been a race all the way down to the end is just awesome. It's been a really exciting season.
Well, it could be A.J. Brzezinski's last game as a member of the White Sox. How do you feel about that?
I hope not. I really hope not.
I think a lot of people.
Not. I definitely, yes.
Are you having fun at US Cellular today?
Excuse me?
Absolutely.
Having fun?
Oh, yeah.
A beautiful day for a ball game, and an even better day for a win.
Even better if they win.
Exactly. They want to win it. Hawk Stoney, back to you guys.
All right, Susanna, thank you very much. Indeed, it is a good day for a win. Most assuredly. We trail it 2-0. It'll be Konerko, Rios, and Pierzynski. Outfield straight up, about equidistant. Paulie at 296, 25 homers, 72 knocked in. 1 for 9 in this series. He's had good success against David Price. 15 at bats, 7 hits, 6 of them stayed in the park. Two and one to count. There's a shot, base hit. Now 500 hitter against Price.
That ball had the whole plate, probably the outer third, and Paulie took it right by Zobrist for a ringing base hit to start it off. Right now, David Price tied for his career high with 19 wins. He also accomplished that in 2010 when he was 19-6.
So here's Rios. He is 7 for 14 with a couple of homers lifetime off Price, as there's a changeup.
Price lifetime against our ball club is just 1-4. So as good as he's been against just about everybody else in baseball, our boys have had an answer for it.
That's trouble. Can't get it. So good speed aboard. Alex with 23 stolen bases.
This was a changeup, and it caused a slowly hit ground ball to shortstop. Zobrist actually does a nice job because it's an awkward hop. And Roberts just can't get it away in time as Alex hustling down the line to beat it. And he did just that. Called by Brian Onora, and he had it by a step.
AJ hitting at 278, 27 homers, and he has knocked in 76, just one shy of his career high. AJ 2 for 8 off Price. Ciedo on deck. Count evens at 1. Just tuning in, 2-run homer by B.J. Upton. Knocked in Desmond Jennings, who led off the game with a triple. That's what you call getting sawed off right there. 2 out.
Price got so far into the kitchen that I'm surprised AJ had any kind of a bat left at all. He broke it. Couldn't keep him out of there. That ball right off his thumbs.
No, AJ's explanation would be, at least I got him over.
Yes.
So here's Tank.
Yes, he did.
Hitting at 251, 22 homers, 69 driven in. Toronto leading New York 5-1. Top of the 6th in Canada. Baltimore still leading Boston 5-1. Top of the 5th in Baltimore. Detroit did not score in the top of the 3rd. And that game is scoreless. Hendricks on the bump for the Twins.
A tough year for Liam Hendricks. 1 win.
There's a nice little hop for him. And that'll retire the side. So we get the leadoff man aboard. Can't do anything with it. And it is still 2-0 Rays. Top of the third inning, it'll be Zobrist, Longoria, and Keppinger. Zobrist drew a walk back in the first, 1 of 3 issued by Quintana. Outfield straight up.
Last 40, Zobrist has been good. Real good. Keppinger has been a little bit better.
Fair ball right over the top. One down. And here's Longoria. He hit into a 5-4-3 double play. First pitch strike. Six-year-old third baseman. Last year 31 homers and 99 knocked in. Got a real soft approach and move into the pitch.
He was signed as a shortstop, moved over to third base. He would have been some powerful shortstop. A Ripken type shortstop.
3-1 to count. That's into right field. Two down.
That one didn't stay in the park by much.
Here's Keppinger. He also drew a walk back in the first inning. Keppinger out of the University of Georgia. Gordon Beckham's school. Did 380 for his career out there. Two and one. Now on May 19th of this year, he was sitting in the dugout. Martin Prado hit a foul ball in the dugout. They hit him right on the toe and broke it. As that has popped up. So one Bulldog gets the other one. And that'll retire the side. We go to the bottom of the third, trailing 2-0.
Is what pitcher holds the Rays record for the most strikeouts in a game? We've had some very good pitchers over the years. You think about that. We'll get back to you a little later in the game with the answer.
Ramirez, Beckham, and Wise here in the bottom of the third. That is chop foul. Baltimore now leading Boston 6-1. Yankees have scored one, trailing Toronto 5-2. That game in the bottom of the sixth. No balls, 2 strikes to Alexei.
Sharp breaking pitch by Price. Actually, more of a curveball than a slider. That one just dove into the dirt. Alexei had committed himself already.
Off the end of the bat, softly hit. One out, and that'll bring up Gordon. Gordon 2 for 8 in the series, hitting at .236, 16 homers, and 60 knocked in. Two balls, no strikes to Beckham. There's the strike. Wise on deck, and Euclid in the hole. Man made a diving catch up there in the mezzanine. He came up with a ball. Besides bringing your glove, you better bring some elbow pads. So the payoff pitch. And that's looped out into short center field. Upton. 2 down. And here's Wise. He had one of the softest singles you want to see. Just out of reach of Longoria and Zobrist.
And was gunned down on a pretty quick throw by Jimenez trying to steal second base.
He's got to count 2-0. Tampa Bay took the opener 3-2. Jake Peavy pitched well in that ball game, as he has all season long. There's a chopper 2-hopper. And that's an easy 1-2-3 inning for Price. He has retired the last 6, and he leads at 2-0.
by the new Doritos Locos Tacos from Taco Bell.
2-0 bad guys here in the top of the fourth. It'll be Luke Scott in Francisco and Ryan Roberts. 2-run homer by B.J. Upton in the first inning. That's what he did to strike out to end the first. And on this day in 1972, the great Roberto Clemente collected his 3,000th and final hit. Clemente, some kind of player. Some of you never saw him play. He was about 5'10", had shoulders almost that wide. He could run, he could throw, he had tremendous power. But he played most of his home games at Old Forbes Field, which was absolutely Death Valley out there. If he had played in a normal ballpark, he would have had probably for sure over 300 homers, maybe 400. Bottom of the fourth in Minnesota, still no score. Cleveland scored 10 runs in the fifth inning against Kansas City. They lead 11-2. He gone.
Everything kept blowing away, and once again, Luke Scott, who's not seeing the ball very well at all out of Quintana's hand, goes down on strikes.
And in 2009, the Tigers, if you may recall, had a 3-game lead over the Twins with 4 games to play. 3-game lead with 4 games to play. And they wound up tying for the division lead, and Minnesota won it. 1-game tiebreaker, 6-5 in 12 innings. So we should have a little wish for them to have some muscle memory. Texas leading the Angels 4-2. That's in the top of the 7th at Arlington. Top of the 7th in Toronto, still 5-2 Blue Jays over the Yankees. Bottom of the 6th in Baltimore, still 6-1 Orioles over Boston. Francisco grounded out to Beckham, and he has a full count. This will be the 70th pitch for Quintana. That ball hit hard. We got a man there. 2 down. That'll bring up Ryan Roberts, who grounded out to you. In that 09 scenario with the Tigers, they had a 3-game lead with 4 to go. They only won 1 of the remaining 4 games to get in that tiebreaker with the Twins. There's first pitch strike. Two runs, 3 hits, no errors for their guys. No runs, 2 hits, no errors for our guys. That ball hit hard, way back, and it is 3-0. His 5th homer.
So Roberts, who came over from the Diamondbacks, Getting a chance to play against the left-handers. Drives in his 17th. And once again, the Rays flex their muscles. All 3 of their runs coming courtesy of the home run. 2-run shot by Upton. Now a solo shot by Roberts.
And here's Jimenez.
Ford home run replay. Long gone.
He drew a walk his first trip. Takes first pitch strike. So Quintana has now thrown 14 home runs. One and two. Breaking ball. Rays now with 169 home runs. We have 204. The 2-2 pitch.
Jimenez, a perfect day, a walk and a base hit up the middle. That's a cutter that catches too much of the plate. And he takes it right back up the middle.
Here's Jennings, the triple to lead off the ball game. And then he singled in the second. Jennings was offered a football scholarship at the University of Alabama. But he also wanted to play baseball, and they would not allow that. So he turned them down. He's taken in the Rays' same draft class with Evan Longoria and Alex Cobb, right-handed pitcher. Two out, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
This entire Rays rotation is homegrown. It's one of the reasons why they can have relatively low payroll, develop these guys well, and keep the starters together, even though seemingly they're rebuilding their bullpen on a yearly basis.
He gone. Got the home run by Roberts. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th. We trail it 3-0.
Trivia question. What pitcher hold the Rays record for the most strikeouts in a game? And the answer? None other than today's starter, David Price, 14. August 28th of last year at Toronto. We're looking at the Dave Ross family. Dave Ross, a mainstay on our Comcast broadcast. We couldn't give you all of these pithy statistics without him.
First pitch strike to Uke. Uke struck out his first trip, and Mike Trout has just hit his 30th home run. He's the first rookie in Major League history to have 30 homers and 40 steals. And also, he is the youngest to have a 30-30 campaign in Major League Baseball history.
He also needs 3 more stolen bases, if he doesn't have any today, to join a club that is inhabited by only 2 people. Eric Davis and Barry Bonds, 30 and 50. He's 3 stolen bases away.
There's the base hit. Good way to start here. You get it, boy. Get something going. Put some points on the board.
Wasn't quite a changeup and certainly wasn't a fastball. It was 88, which is much faster than what we've seen. That changeup at 84, 85, and you took it into right field.
Here's Adam. He struck out his first trip. And he takes first pitch strike. He did not like that call, and don't blame him.
Nissan pitch tracks. That one looked a little down.
One out. Third strikeout for Price, and it'll bring up Paulie, who singled sharply into left field. First and 30, Paul. Takes first pitch strike. There's one back through the middle. So Uke will pull up at second. Don't stop now, boys. As that'll bring up Rios.
Threw him a changeup, and Paulie was able to wait back. Bringing Alex as a tying run to the plate.
Alex has 2 homers off Price. Hit into a 6-4 fielder's choice his first trip. Takes that pitch downstairs. Count evens at 1. Stay with it. Stay on top. And there's a shot. That's going to be a base hit. So Uke is rounding. He will come in, and Paulie in the third, and it's a 3-1 ball game.
"90 runs batted in for Alex Rios. So Price running into some problems, and he's doing it by throwing a whole lot of changeups. Every one of the base hits, and there's been 3 singles, and 4 hitters have been on the straight chain.
So here's AJ. AJ grounded out softly to first. 1 out, runners at the corner. Fouls that one down. That one at 95. And he's in the big hole, 0-2 with Viciedo on deck. Just did get a piece of it. Come on, AJ. Just underneath that one.
That was the biggest fastball that Price has thrown. It was 97 miles an hour, so he reached back, tried to get a little something extra, and heat him up upstairs. He couldn't get it by him.
And that hit him. That'll load him up for Tank.
You get hit 0-2. Consider yourself fortunate. And puts Price in a deeper hole. Jim Hickey goes to the mound. This is the first time that Price has really been in a jam here today. Here's our AT&T Uverse Multiview.
Tank grounded out to second. Takes that fastball at 95 outside. That ball hit into center field. That's going to get the job done. Getting Paulie home as everybody's tagging. Now AJ slips, but nobody's at first base. And it's a 3-2 ball game. Tank just missed that one.
He was able to drive in his 70th run of the year on a long drive to straightaway center field.
So runners at the corners with 2 out, and here's Alexei, who is 3 for 14 off Price. First time up today, he also grounded to second. Takes ball 1. Chopper up the middle, and they force AJ at second, but we come up with a pair. We're right back in it. We go to the 5th, trailing 3-2. To show off their sports knowledge and fill up their tank. So follow us on Twitter at Gas Money CSN for info on how you can test your Chicago sports trivia on the show. Gas Money presented by Honda tonight at 7 only on Comcast Sportsnet.
What should shape up is a pretty tough inning for Quintana. The bullpen up and going, and see if he gets through it.
That's a fair ball by Youkilis. So Upton, who has homered That 2-run shot in the first inning. Now the leadoff double. That's his 28th two-bagger.
First pitch. Rifle down the line. No chance for Euclid as he's playing off the bag. Doesn't get any easier with Zobrist, Longoria, and Keppinger.
Now AJ's going to kill a little time.
Nate Jones has been warming up. Should be about ready if Robin decides to make a change, but I don't think he wants to turn Zobrist around to hit him from the left side in this situation. Probably he's getting ready for Longoria regardless of the results of this particular at bat for Zobrist.
And the Yankees have tied up that game with Toronto. They were trailing 5-1. It is now tied at 5. Red Sox are trailing 6-1. It is now 6-3 Baltimore. And here comes Robin. With that slow walk out. After 5 in Minnesota, Tigers and the Twins are scoreless. And Zach Greinke against Yu Darvish down in Texas as the Rangers are leading the Angels 4-3. If you missed it, Mike Trout has hit his 30th home run. Youngest member ever of the 30-30 club and the only rookie in baseball history to have hit 30 home runs and stolen over 45 bases. So Quintana, nice round of applause and deserve. This young man gave us everything he had this year. He was tired at the end, and we would not be here if it hadn't been for his performance in 2012. So he departs, and we'll be back.
Number 65, Nate Jones.
Facebook, follow us on Twitter, pin us on Pinterest, and we blog our unique Tumblr content. Visit whitesox.com/connect.
For a Honda call to the pen is Nate Jones, and he inherits Upton at second base. On for the 64th time, a remarkable year for the young man. 8-0 ERA, 234, 63 strikeouts, 69 in the third innings. And he turns around Zobrist. Hit from the side where he's got all the power.
And a job well done for Jose Quintana in 2012. Upton, 31 for 37 in stolen bases. As that pitch at 97 down low. Outfield straight up, not equidistant. D-Wise short and center. 2-0, and right now you got a tough cookie at the plate, and he's got the catbird seat.
16 of his 19 home runs have come as a left-hand hitter.
Three 3-0 the count. Longoria on deck. Keppinger in the hole. There's a strike. And there is ball 4. So the first 2 men aboard. Trouble of brewing right here in the top of the 5th inning. Longoria has it into a 5-4-3 double play, and he has gone out deep to right field.
Nate's got to keep a very close eye on Upton at second base. Of course, if they do go after the double steal, AJ is going to try to cut down Zobrist at second.
First pitch strike to Longoria.
Looks like Donnie Beal throwing in the pen.
First time Longoria has seen Nate. That pitch at 98. That's a shot foul, so big pitch right there goes. Advantage Jonesy.
In the series, good sliders low and away from Longoria have gotten him. And Nate has a good one. Be a nice time for AJ to call it.
Fastball up high at 98. Those good sliders low and away are pretty hard to hit.
Especially from Jones, when it's in the neighborhood, it just explodes at the end.
That one at 97, and it's going to score 1 on the double by Longoria, and it's a 4-2 ball game. Still nobody out, and they got ducks on the pond.
Not the greatest pitch selection. Kept trying to throw a fastball by him, and Longoria, one of the most dangerous hitters in the game, because he can tattoo a fastball. This one down, out over the plate, and it's RBI number 52 for Longoria. We got off to such a late start in this one. 52 driven in just 71 games.
So here's Keppinger, a walk and a pop up to second. Infield in. And that's out of play right side.
It's cause for celebration if you can ever strike this guy out. Only Juan Pierre in the major leagues this year has been more difficult to strike out. There you see 67% driving in a man from third base with less than 2 outs. That's 11% above league average.
There's that slider. And a 1-2 count. Beckham will hold the man at third. Nice play, Gordon. And that is out number one. A beauty.
Especially good play considering he was drawn in and had very little of an angle on it. You know Kevinger's going to make some contact, and Gordon, the first thing he does when he spins around is he takes a close look at third base. Zobrist couldn't advance. And Longoria had taken off thinking perhaps Zobrist was going to go.
So they're going to put Scott on and get to Francisco, who is the scheduled hitter.
That one almost went to the screen. Yet Matt Joyce. And Joyce normally plays right field and normally plays against the right-handers. Now, it's a good chance if he brings out Joyce, Robin goes to Veal. But we'll see. First things first.
And while they do that, if you want a fantastic White Sox experience, check out the Comcast Fundamentals deck at US Cellular Field. You're always at the center of action with Xfinity, only from Comcast.
Looks like he's letting Francisco hit for himself.
Francisco has grounded to second. He is lined out hard to center. Big situation in this ball game for us. First pitch at 97 right there. Count evens at 1. High into left center field. It's going to get one in. And it's a 5-2. So that walk comes across the score. These walks have just absolutely killed us. Especially the last month.
9 runs batted in by Francisco. And once again, a 3-run game.
Here's Roberts. He's 1 for 2 with a homer. Takes a slider strike.
Veal the left-hander. Brett Myers the right-hander.
Close pitch, didn't get it. Two and one. Gets Jimenez on deck. And that'll retire the side, but they come up with a pair. We're halfway home. Not good. Right here, we trail it 5-2, 5-7-0 for them, 2-5-0 for us. It'll be Beckham, then back to the top of the order with Wise and Youkilis. Gordon 0 for 1. He popped up to center field. Count evens at 1. Backhanded. 1 out. So bring up Wise. He has single. That was a duck snort in the left, and he is grounded to second.
Still looking for our first extra base hit against Price.
First pitch strike to Wise. Going to the count.
Jennings in a little closer, over a little closer to the line in left field. Upton and Francisco straight away.
Just got a piece of it. Jacks it up. I've got a piece of Wise. Now the Yankees have taken a 6-5 lead. They were trailing 5-1. There's now 6-5. New York, top of the 8th inning in Toronto. Full count. Ball full base hit. And that's chop foul. And checks it up, and that's ball 4, and that's a good at bat right there for D. Wise, and that'll bring up Butte. And a reminder, if you want to be treated like a White Sox player, join former White Sox greats at Chicago White Sox Fantasy Camp January 13th through 20th at the White Sox Spring Training Facility, a beautiful facility in Glendale, Arizona. For additional info, call 312-674-5398. It was the first walk issue.
And it was a base hit by Euclid last inning. It started off the 2-run rally.
Duke, 1 for 2 with a run scored. Short lead by Wise. He takes first pitch strike. Duke now 9 for 26 against David Price. Breaking ball in the dirt.
You saw the line score for Price, not one of his bigger strikeout days. So he really doesn't have his great stuff. In fact, in that 4th inning, most uncharacteristically, all 3 base hits were on the straight change, which is something you don't see quite that much.
One and two. Nice block by Jimenez.
Right, that slider down and in after shaving off the inside corner twice with fastballs. And Duke wasn't going to swing at it. Jimenez made a good play, making sure he kept the double play in order.
Now full count to Uke. Dunn on deck. Now make it 7-5 Yankees. Over Toronto. Strike him out and tag him out, and that'll retire the side. So we're getting to the 6th. It's 5-2 Rays.
White Sox players report.
And it's a strike him out, throw him out. Good changeup and a throw right on the money. Wayne tries to outrun it for the second time. Jimenez has been equal to the task, cutting down would-be base stealers.
Five, 7-0 for their guys. 2-5-0 for our guys. So here is Chris Jimenez. He has walked and he has singled. Top of the ninth in Baltimore, 6-3. Orioles leading Boston. One and one to count. Count evens at 2. Just joining us, 2 runs in the first inning. 2-run home by B.J. Upton. They added another one in the 4th. We came up with our 2 in the 4th, and they added 2 more in the 5th. And a full count. We've seen a few of those from our side.
Five walks today, including one of them intentionally.
Got him. 1 out.
Got a fastball in a perfect spot. And Jimenez can't be shaking his head on the call. Just probably got outguessed by an excellent pitch.
Here's Jennings, a triple to lead off the ball game and a run scored. He singled in the 2nd. And he struck out in the 4th. Not a good swing right there. The ball to strike. And it's 2-1. Pretty good pitch, didn't get it.
Nissan pitch tracks. He's bracketed the zone.
Fouls that back. And visit WhiteSox.com to check out the White Sox Charities online auctions. Unique White Sox memorabilia and experiences will be posted every 2 weeks. So visit WhiteSox.com to place your bid.
Well, loosen up your arm, AJ, because this man's going to be going. Here's our Xfinity high-speed action replay, and after a triple by Jennings, B.J. Upton comes up and hits his 27th home run. Just like that, 2 hitters, 2-0. It became 3-0 before Sox struck for 2.
1-0 the count. He also has doubled. That was leading off last inning to spark that 2-run fifth. Also top of the ninth down in Texas. 4-3 Rangers leading the Angels. One and one to count. .31 for 33 in stolen bases. And he's the last guy on that ball club that you want to walk. That's high in the right field. Two down. And here's Zobrist. He has walked twice and scored once. Also grounded to third.
He's the first man that Jones faced in relief of Quintana, and he walked him. Leonard came home to score the second run of the inning.
That one at 96 down low.
But he had a piece of the plate, didn't get the call.
The ball, a strike and 2 out. No score going to the bottom of the 7th in Minnesota. They are hosting the Tigers.
That time Jennings had a walking lead off first base. I don't know what stopped him from going because Jones wasn't looking at him.
Evens account at 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Final regular season game here at home. He's got a little bigger lead now, about a quarter of a step. He does not get. And that has popped up. Stay in here. It will. And that'll retire the side. Pitches over the walk. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It is 5-2 Rays.
Cellular Field. I'm talking to some of these fans now. This is Taylor. Taylor, it's been a rough stretch for the White Sox, but how have you managed to stay positive during this?
Just keeping with my team, you know. I know they're going to do good, and hopefully we have a better year next year.
I sure hope so. All right, now this is Blake. Blake, how do you think Rob Ventura did in his first year as manager?
I'm not mad at him. I think he bounced back pretty good after we lost Ozzie like that. So,
all right.
Our bullpen kind of didn't pull through for us this year, but he did a good job.
Good. Passing grade for Robin. All right, we're going to send it back to the booth, guys.
All right, Susanna, thank you very much. 0-1 the count to Adam Dunn leading off here in the bottom of the sixth. He has had a tough 2 at-bats against David Price. A couple of strikeouts.
And this visibility right now is really tough. It's Price and most of the field in sunshine. And the shadows have crept well across home plate.
No shift on for Adam. But Longoria way off the line. That is popped up, and Longoria. One out. And McCarty at the Park is now open for all football games. Reserve your table or group to watch football Thursday night through Monday night with great food and drink specials. And there's free parking for all football games, including Bears home games. So check out McCartyAtThePark.com. Here's Paulie. Paulie is 2 for 2 with a run scored. Sharp single to left and a single back up the middle.
And Minnesota has taken a 1-0 lead finally.
Game in the bottom of the 7th. And there's the strike. Count evens at 2 with Rios on deck. Alex has been our hottest hitter. Zobrist. 2 down. There's Alex. He is 1 for 2 with an RBI single.
Over the last 20 games, he's hitting up close to 400. 9 extra base hits and 11 runs. And when a lot of our hitters have been slumping in September, Alex has pretty much kept it right there and actually raised his batting average up to 304.
go right there. Took a lot off of it. Three and one. AJ on deck. Ball for a base hit. And there is ball four. So the second walk issued by Price. And right now let's go back to our TSN studios and our Chuck.
The catcher, number 12. AJ Pierzynski.
Sounds good. That's all we got. Let's run with it. As here's AJ. AJ has grounded out to first, and he has been hit by a pitch. Next first pitch strike, AJ. 2 for 9 lifetime off Price. Yankees now leading Toronto 9-5. They trailed at 5-1. Very quickly 0-2. Last thing you want to do with shadows out there is get down 0-2. Angels have come back to take a 5-4 lead over Texas at the bottom of the 9th inning in Texas. Right to Keppinger. Right on the bag, and that'll retire the side. We're into the 7th. We trail it by 3. Cowboys on Bears postgame live presented by Illinois Back Institute. Watch postgame press conferences, player interviews, and get a full breakdown of the action. Only on Bears postgame live tomorrow night after the Bears game, right here on Comcast Sportsnet, fans' best friend.
Brett Myers comes into the game. He's 3-4, ERA just under 3.5, on for the 34th time.
Longoria takes ball 1. Longoria, big RBI double in the 5th. Base hit.
I think if after the first bobble he picked it up, he still might have had him, because remember, Longoria's had that leg problem. It will go as a base hit. If he can pick it up here, he still has a chance, but nothing doing.
The leadoff man aboard, and here is Keppinger, who has walked, popped to second, and then grounded to second. That was when the infield was in, and Gordon made a terrific play to get him and hold a runner. Keppinger trying to take it to the right side. Keppinger is 3 for 12 off Myers, and of the 3 hits, one of them stayed in the park. Right here, 0-2 the count. Angels with 2 runs in the top of the 9th to take that 5-4 lead. To the bag, steps on it, big arm of Becker, and rack him up.
This one chopped right over the bag. Relatively easy play for Gordon. Longoria is not going to get all that close, and Keppinger doesn't run that well.
So here's Scott. 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts, and he also was walked intentional. Outfield about equidistant, playing him straight up. Breaking ball high, and it's 2-1. Scott is 1 for 7 lifetime off Brett. One hit was a home run. Three balls and a strike. Ball 4. 7th walk issued by our pitcher. So here is Matt Joyce hitting for Francisco. And there's first pitch strike. 0-2 the count. Scott been sneaky at times. He's 5 for 5 in stolen bases. Got just a short lead. He gone. 7th inning stretch. We need some runs. Tigers have a man on in the top of the 8th with nobody out. But we got our own worries right here. We got to come up with 3 to tie. Viciedo, Ramirez, and Beckham, lower third of our order. First pitch strike. Tank 0 for 1 with a sacrifice fly. That sacrifice fly coming with the bases loaded, and he just missed hitting a grand slam.
Matt Joyce takes over in right field.
Oh, and 2. Chopper up the middle. Oh, you got that nice little Hawthorne Woods hop. And that is out number 1.
Time now for the Illinois Lottery. Anything's possible. And all year long, Bill Melton has been trying to win this race. Now, you might remember that he is not noted for his speed. However, all those energy drinks, and look at him. He wins his first race on this final home game of the regular season.
So here's Alexei. He is grounded to second and hit into a 6-4 fielder's choice. Takes ball 1. Tigers now leading Minnesota 2-1. Prince Fielder's 30th home run with a man aboard. Two and two the count.
At the century mark for David Price, who doesn't show too many signs of weakening.
And that is foul. Another bowling book bounce there. 2 down.
Bullpen up and going. It's Farnsworth and McGee. David Price today only walked a couple, giving up 5 hits with 2 outs here in the 7th. Trying to win his 20th of the year for the first time in his career and stake his claim for a Cy Young Award.
It's not who you play, it's when you play them, and these guys have caught us at the right time, as a few teams have this month. Caught us when we are not swinging the bats. What a magnificent season Robin has had. Wow. Fouls that back. He and his coaching staff change things around here. For our sakes, I hope we have all of them back. Good chance. So it's with some moves that are going to be made in the offseason, we might lose 1 or 2 of them. Certainly Mark Parent, Joe McEwing, definite managerial material. That's popped up right side. Count hangs at 1 and 2, and it's not too early to make plans for Sox Fest 2013 at the Palmer House Hilton, presented by Miller Lite, Pepsi, and Comcast Sportsnet. Join current players and White Sox greats January 25th, 6th, and 7th for an exciting weekend of White Sox baseball. That is always a lot of fun. Early bird rates are available until November 1st, so visit whitesox.com/SoxFest. Two out, 2 balls, 2 strikes. another nice bounce. And a 1-2-3 inning. That didn't take very long, and we didn't score. It's still 5-2. Tampa Bay 2-5-0 for us. And the first pitch to Ryan Roberts. Roberts 1 for 3, a homer, his 5th. Coming back in the 4th inning. Off Quintana. Just joining us, they had 2 in the 1st, 1 in the 4th, 2 in the 5th. Our 2 runs came in the 4th inning. He gone. He knew it. 1 out.
Tremendous advantage in this visibility if you can get a curveball over the plate. Because with the sunshine behind you and the hitter in the shadows, you just don't pick up the spin very well.
Chris Jimenez has walked, singled, and struck out. Takes first pitch strike.
There's a young man enjoying the concession stand and has a baseball. What a day.
0-2 the count. Nothing in 3 the count. He gone. 2 down.
It's just curve after curve after curve, and the hitter cannot pick up the spin.
So here's Jennings. Leading off the ball game, he tripled in the left center field and scored ahead of Upman's 2-run homer. As that ball into right center field, we got a man there. And a quick 1-2-3 inning. Bottom of the 8th, top of the order for our guys. We need 3 to tie. the divisional rival Tribe. Coverage begins at 5 with Chicago Tribune Live. White Sox Indians Tuesday night at 6 on Comcast Sportsnet.
Carlos Pena comes in the game defensively at first base. And Joel Peralta comes in the game. He covered at least 3 of the 6 outs left by David Price, who went 7, gave up 2 runs on 5 hits. For Peralta, been a busy man, 75 appearances this year. And except for that case of mistaken identity when he used someone else's glove and they found some pine tar in it and suspended him, it's been a good year for him. ERA a little over 3.5, and only 47 hits and 65 in the 3rd inning.
Wayne Wise will lead it off for us. It'll be Wise, Euclid, and Dunn.
That young man is getting deep in that ice cream cone.
Wayne 1 for 2 with a first inning single, grounded out to second and the 3rd, and he walked in the 5th. So let's go, boys. Wise has faced Peralta 4 times and he's drawn the collar. And they're in the top of the 9th now. In Minnesota, still 2-1 Tigers. First pitch misses. Count evens at 1. And that'll even. 1-2. Outfield straight up. Home runs in the game. Unfortunately, both of them for them. If you're just tuning in, 2-run homer by Upton in the 1st inning, and a solo shot by Ryan Roberts. That was in the 4th. Full count. RBIs for us. 1 by Rios and 1 by Viciado. Sox. 3-game series with the Tribe starting tomorrow night. That game will be over WCIU. It'll be to be announced for us. And Corey Kluber for them. Then on Tuesday, Jake Peavy against Justin Masterson. And the Tuesday and Wednesday games will be right back here on Comcast Sportsnet. Got a piece of that. And in the finale of the regular season, Gavin Floyd against Huff. Floyd against Huff. David Huff. And then we have to wait to see what the Tigers will do in this game. They're going to go to, after the game, down to Kansas City for 3. Payoff pitch. And that's ball 4, the leadoff walk. Yes.
That's how the finish looks like. The Tribe provides the opposition. Kansas City, who didn't do much except lose 4 straight to Detroit in Detroit, but plays substantially better in Kansas City, will take on the Tigers.
Here's Uke. A couple of strikeouts, a single, and a run scored. And he has faced Peralta 8 times, and he has 1 hit. Takes it up, takes a strike. And you can follow our Sox with the MLB.com @Bat12 app for your iPhone, iPad, Android, and Windows Mobile. Get live audio, get pitch tracking, get video highlights, and get much, much more. So text @Bat to 31826 or visit WhiteSox.com. Got a cookie right there and couldn't do anything with it. 0-2.
Peralta leaves that breaking ball up in the zone, and Uke fouls it straight back. Bullpen up and going as Peralta's stuff doesn't look real sharp today.
Has Asim on the outside.
Left-hander Jake McGee. Already seen him in the series, and he threw pretty well.
That's chopped foul. Dunn on deck and Paulie in the hole. Big out. 1 down.
That's a splitter. That one just disappeared out of the zone on our Menards pitch tracks. It identifies the fastball when it leaves the pitcher's hand. But it wasn't there when Uke swung.
Adam is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts against Peralta. And he takes first pitch strike. Adam today is 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a pop-up. Foul ground to Longoria. Now they put a shift on. Very quickly to count. 0-2. 26,831 in attendance as you look at Addison down in the pen, and that will bring our attendance at home this year 1,965,955. Come on, Adam. Bow your neck right here, buddy. That's in the dirt. out and around that one. Baltimore has defeated Boston 6-3. Yankees have defeated Toronto 9-6. Angels have defeated Texas 5-4. And later on, well, they have started that game. They're in the top of the third inning at the Coliseum. Oakland leading Seattle 2-0. So A's win that ball game. They will be 1.5 games back of the Rangers. One and a half back.
The Rangers have another one left with the Angels tonight.
Angels now 4 back of Texas. And they're hitting in the bottom of the 9th inning in Minnesota, trailing Detroit 2-1. Two down. Here's Paulie. Paulie is 2 for 3 with a run scored today. That pitch nicely, low and away. Well, it's 5 for 17 lifetime off Peralta with a homer. Big rip. 1-1. And the game in Minnesota is over. 2-1 Detroit. 2-1 homer in the 8th inning by Prince Field.
And Valverde picks up another save.
It is tough seeing up there right now, and the count 1-2.
That's what it looks like at this point. Tigers' magic number 2, pending the outcome of this one.
Good eye. 2-2. Just did get a piece of it. Tampa Bay on top here in the bottom of the 8th inning with 1 on and 2 out. Just got a piece of that one. Well, Minnesota played the Tigers tough, as we thought they would. Now we got to get we got to do something here about our stuff. We got to get a ton of help from Kansas City. Then take care of our business with Cleveland. Once again, the 2-2. Peralta wanted it.
Well, I could see where he would. Menard's pitch tracks. Watch the 7 appear. Full plate.
Wise, they're not holding him on, and he will take off. That ball hit high and deep into right field, but not deep enough. That'll retire the side. We'll go to the 9th. We trail it 5-2.
Overall, it's just been a terrific year. For a closer, you can throw out the ERA because a lot of those runs were charged to him in non-save situations when he was getting an inning here, an inning there, just like he's doing now. The ERA 4.67. But 29 saves in 33 opportunities for a guy who has never done it before, didn't do it out of spring training, and came a little late to the job into this season. All in all, for Addison Reed, it's been a great learning process. And he's shown one thing: he's not afraid of anything, and that will hold him in good stead heading into next season.
Upton, Zobrist, and Longoria. Fouls that fastball back. 0-1 to count. Upton, a 2-run homer in the first. A double to lead off the 5th, and he scored. He's 2 for 4. Quintana started for us. If you're just joining us, went 4+, giving up 4 runs on 5 hits. Walked 3 and struck out 3. But a job just well done for that youngster. You had a terrific season for us. Jose Quintana. All of our rookies have. We wouldn't be where we are, making it this close and having actually our fate in our own hands. We had just what a week ago had a 3-game lead. That's up high. Our rookies have played terrific. The 2-2 pitch. No walks. Come on back and get him. That's gone way back. It is 6-2. Get ahead, then you go full. The more pitches they see, the more dangerous they become. That is home run number 28. So one thing that Addison's going to have to work on. He's going to have to be more aggressive throughout the whole sequence. 6-2.
Our Ford home run replay, the 3rd hit of the day, the 2nd home run by Upton, who had a 2-run shot to really start off the ball game after a Jennings triple in the 1st inning.
Zobrist, and that's out number 1.
Something about a closer going in for that 1 inning of work. Try as you might, you cannot manufacture the same sort of adrenaline. And almost invariably, as we've seen with even the real good ones, it's in the non-save situations where most of that ERA comes from.
Longoria had one of the big hits in the game, that RBI double back in the 5th inning. Longoria also an infield single. Went out deep to right. He's 2 for 4. Good pitch. Wouldn't bite on it. Close call. Didn't get it. And that's out of play. That's a souvenir.
Not a particularly happy day, and certainly not a particularly happy last 2 weeks for the boys in red today.
He gone. 2 down. When you don't hit, everything looks bad. And hitting, especially going down the stretch in a pennant race, is contagious, either positive or negative. In this case, unfortunately, it was negative. Here's Pena. Hitting at 200, 19 homers, 60 knocked in. Sacks it up. But the homer. Watch out. Wow. Homer by Upton. It is 6-2 Rays.
Our Miller moment, and Alex Rios drives in our first run of the ball game, his 90th of the year with this base hit in the 4th inning. It keyed a 2-run inning, and unfortunately, that's been it. But Alex has had a magnificent year, and he gets the 90 mark, which is an all-time high for him. So Rodney comes in, 74th appearance, non-save situation. How about 46 for 48 this year with an ERA of 0.62. There's a look at Alex. It's been a phenomenal bounce-back year for him. We've got a couple of bona fide candidates for comeback player of the year. Alex being one, Jake Peavy being another one. Of course, Jake coming back from an untried before on a pitcher surgical procedure and putting together just a terrific year. When you look at the ERA as compared to the American League, the wins he could have had if things were a little bit more offensive for him and if the bullpen would have held up. And Jose Molina comes into the game behind the plate.
All right, boys, let's give him a finish. Rios, 1 for 2 with an RBI. Will lead it off. First ball, Honey. Shot for 2 Hopper. 1 pitch, 1 out. If you're just tuning in, Detroit defeated Minnesota 2-1. So here's AJ. First pitch strike he called way off the plate. Why not stay out there? You're liable to get another one. And that is hook foul. So 2-2 the count to AJ. AJ hitting 276, 27 home, 76 knocked in as he stands up to that dish. Two down. And here's Hudson to hit for Viciedo. Tank was 0 for 2 with a sacrifice fly. Just missed a grand slam back in the 4th inning. And that would have been a different slant to this ball game. If you missed it back in the 4th inning, Sox packed. Oh, that was yesterday. That's with that grand slam yesterday, accounting for the 4 runs. So we got beat 10-4. Tank just didn't miss that one. Two-one pitch. Don't help him out. 3-1. Alexei on deck. And that is shanked foul. So full count. Down to our last bullet here in our last game during the regular season at US Cellular Field. And this ball game is over. So Rodney nails it down for David Price, who picked up his 20th victory. And once again, our bats just could not generate any offense.
One of those days where they jumped on top early. We narrowed the gap, but really couldn't get over the top. And the same story true today has been true, especially over the last 12 games where we've gone 2-10. Hitting with runners in scoring position just wasn't there.
All right, let's check out our GMC player of the game. It is the 27-year-old southpaw. Our congratulations on his 20th victory of the season. Nothing we could do about it. He was in control. Our GMC player of the game, David Price. So for Steve Stone, for our director, Jim Angio, for our producer, Mike Leary, our associate producer, Dave Ross, our technical manager, Mark Harper, the executive producer, Jim Corno Jr., for the mayor, Mean Joe Gould. Up here in the booth, Glenn Griffiths, Frank D'Amato, Dennis Wood, down in the truck, Doug Bullard. This is the Hawk. So long, everybody. You've been watching Chicago White Sox baseball on Comcast Sportsnet, now part of the NBC Sports Group.